Hi friends, so I'm back with my new video. In today's video, we'll be learning and understanding that how we can create a new JIRA board and what are the various component or the options available on the JIRA board. For today's session, we'll be specifically taking the SCRUM board. So friends, this is the landing page. So whenever you click on any of the projects, say for example, on the project section, you will see the list of projects on which you actually have visited. So we'll be checking this tech project which I created for training purpose. So we'll click on this, then you will land on the home page of the project, and here you will be able to see the list of options which are available from the SCRUM board perspective. So the very first thing which we'll see is the project name and the category under which this project belongs. So my project is tech project and it belongs to a software project category. Now the next option you will see is the board. So this is the board which we have selected. It's a SCRUM board. Now on click, this is the option available. You will be able to see that all the list of boards which are created under this project. So friends, currently we have created a single board for this project. So only one board is visible. In case there are multiple, then you'll be able to see all the boards in the drop down. And also there is an option to create a new board, but definitely we'll cover this section in detail in my subsequent video. So moving to the next part is the roadmap. So friends, this is actually a kind of Gantt chart where you can plan your whole project. Now most of the time what happens is that you get the complete charter at the beginning of the year or beginning of the quarter. So there are two ways. One is that you do the planning, high level planning of the complete charter at the start of the quarter itself, or you can do the planning on a sprint by sprint model. So in case you want to plan the whole quarter in advance, then this is the roadmap section which you should refer, because here what you can do is you can create your epic and then you can map all the story to fulfill or achieve this epic. So friends, just for training purpose, I created this feature 1 as an epic, and to achieve that epic we have further broken feature or epic into multiple stories. So story 1, story 2 is created. Now say for example, if we want to create a new feature, then what we can do is we can click on this option which is available, create epic. So here we create feature 2, and now to create the stories under this, there is a plus option available. So we'll click on this and we'll create the story 1, story 2, and this way we can define the list of a story which we need to complete so that my feature development can be done. So friends, in case you want to add the task or any other thing like other options available which you can consider as a part of this feature itself, first is the task and second is the bugs. So friends, that also you can create. Just on the drop down you can select the task and you can create the task as well. Generally we use these tasks for, say for example, in case you need any new server procurement or any configuration which is not a full-fledged story itself. So what you can do is for all such small activities you can create a task and you can assign to the team. And in case there are any bugs reported against the feature while doing a testing or while doing a UAT, you can create the bug as well. So friends, this is how my whole feature planning is done. Now here in this Gantt chart, what you can do is once you will define this start date, end date, then automatically your Gantt chart will start publishing. We'll be covering this section in detail in my subsequent video, but we are just trying to understand that what all options are available on the SCRUM board and where we can use those features. Now the next thing is the backlog section. So friends, whatever the tickets visible in the backlog section. So friends, if you see that just few minutes back we created these stories, so these are visible on my backlog. What we can do is we can plan all these story, task, bug as per the sprint model. So here the option is available to create the sprint, but definitely I'll be covering this section in detail in my subsequent video. As of now, for the planning purpose, for the quarter planning, you can use the roadmap option, and for the sprint by sprint planning, that is, say for example, if you plan your next sprint, then you can come on this board and you can do your sprint planning. Now the next thing is active sprint. So friends, as of now there is no active sprint, so it is showing as blank, and specifically this particular option you can use to perform your daily cadence, which is your DSM. And next thing is the report section. So friends, this section you can always refer to identify or get the metric. Like to get your burn down chart report, you can come and you can generate that report, burn up chart, and then sprint report, velocity, other things. So all the report related requirement you will be able to get from this page itself. Now moving back to the other option, which is issues. So friends, here you will get all the list of issues which are created in this project, and some of the filters which you have created, like these are the default filters which you will get, and other filters whatever you have created will be visible here itself. Like despite of any sprint or anything, you can view all the tickets. Like in case you want to generate the data, or in case you want to create a report, like in 6 months how many tickets we have completed, how much efforts we have put in. So all these things you can generate the report from here itself, and then you can perform the activity or perform the data related activity on your Excel file or somewhere. So for that purpose, the option is available that you can export the issues. So this is the option, and these are the list of formats, and definitely I'll be covering each of these section in detail. Moving to next part, which is the components. So friends, in case in your application or in your project there are multiple components, like some of the sections which we can say is there is one person who is taking care of the database, there is one person who is taking care of the backend, and there would be one person who would be taking care of the complete front end part. So you can define all these things as a component, and you can assign the lead against that, and you can use this feature as per your convenience, that how you can segregate. Say for example, if your project is completely a backend project, there is no front end or database involved, then in that case what you can do is, based on the business, based on the line of business, or based on the component, you can define that. So friends, on this section you will be able to see the complete code list. So here there are two options available, Bitbucket, and these are the some other source code repository service provider. So you can connect with it, and whatever the code which will be check-in on this project, you will be able to see here itself. This option here, you can actually define the releases. Say for example, if you plan your release well in advance, what you can do is you can create your releases and track it from here itself. So this is the friends project page. So you must have heard a document repository or document management system. So Confluence work on the similar line. So you don't have to create multiple Word, Excel or Word version. Instead of that, you can create a Confluence page, and you can document all your project specific requirement on Confluence page itself, so that your all the information, everything should be in one place. In case you want to add any shortcut like Confluence page or any other your application endpoint, then that you can add in the shortcut section. And this is the project settings section. So all the people who have the admin access of the project, they'll be able to see this page, and they can make the minor changes based on the requirement. So definitely I'll be covering this section in detail itself in my subsequent videos. So friend, these are the list of options which are available to you on the Scrum board, and in my subsequent videos I'll be covering the Kanban board as well, because these are the two major things which are used based on the business case or based on the requirement. And friends, if you like my video, please click on like button, and in case you want more detail, because definitely I'll be creating videos for all the options, but in case you want a detail on any of the topic, please put it on a comment section so that I can take that input to create the subsequent videos, and then the rest of the topics I'll be covering in the later videos. And friends, thank you.